Hello, hello. Welcome back to Midnight Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be mixing two of my very favorite dishes, a classic Cantonese soft egg dish called Wongbo Taodan or Wongpo style egg, and also a classic Ta Tan Tang or a diner style egg sandwich. This Hong Kong style egg sandwich recipe originally came from one of my favorites, Lucas Sin. My family and I have tried this egg recipe multiple times. We love it and want to share with you all. As an alternative, I'm going to be marrying a second popular ingredient called pork floss or yuk song, which will be adding in that texture and also umami savory component. Here are the three additional ingredients: oil, evaporated milk, and starch component gives the dish the fluffy, light, airy mouthfeel. Classically, we see restaurants and cafes use a Japanese-style milk bread called shokupan. Here, I have purchased a bag from my local bakery. However, we're gonna make this from scratch one day. Folks, you want to make sure that your pan is sizzling hot before you put in your egg mixture. Listen for that sizzle. Quickly turn your stove temperature to low. The magic of this recipe comes from this pushing off to the side technique. So once you have poured your egg into the pan, you will see that a sheet of egg becomes cooked at the bottom, and you want to push that out of the way to allow for uncooked egg to reach the pan surface. Now turn your heat to low and let it set. It's interesting to keep in mind that the size of your egg will change the end result. For a previous cooked, I also bought 3 large eggs. However, they were slightly larger than expected, and one of them resulted in 2 egg yolks. As a result, the final egg dish was more fluffy, also lighter in texture, and slightly more runny given the same cook time. In Cantonese cooking, especially in diner cooking, it's common to see an ingredient called yok song, pork floss, which is a dried marinated pork product. Rather than mixing this pork floss directly into the egg batter itself, I wanted to create a textural contrast. I have created this fluffy light egg and topped it with a generous layer of this pork floss to give you that dry and crunchy mouthfeel. Classically, in a Hong Kong style diner, they will cut off the crust not only for presentation, but for a cleaner, softer mouthfeel. However, that's completely up to you. In Cantonese style cooking, it is common to mix the two ingredients, tomato and egg, as in the classic fan ke cao dan dish. But instead of sauteing the tomato and the egg together in a prep, we're going to treat it a little bit different, a modern approach. A fresh tomato followed by this silky, luscious wong po cao dan egg. Imagine, folks, fresh, crunchy, juicy tomato and also the creamy and soft, fluffy egg. Isn't that a perfect combination? The mayo act as a oil barrier. This prevents the juice from the tomato from soaking into your bread. Here I have used Kewpie mayo, also known as a Japanese style mayo. However, the mayo type is all up to you. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. See you next time.